Oh, a quest.
Have you seen otherwise?
It's just what I heard.
I turned my mic down. Hopefully that helps.
Foolishness, child. You'll see. Yes, Granny.
It's so quiet. Like this, we had to make a whole separate page of alerts for this game because it's so fucking quiet and there's nothing I can do. Oh, I forgot to do this. Not home theater. Headphones.
Greetings,
Oh my god. No way. That's so much better, right? Is that better? Oh my god. Fuck you, Dragon Age. Who has a home theater? No one. No one. So we're about to meet with Fiona, but first I'm gonna look for some stuff.
Ah, Senna, my darling. For the first time in all these years, I fear I will not be visiting your ashes. What world is this? That demons and brigands stop a man from taking flowers to his wife's shrine.
Goodbye.
What if I took flowers to your wife's shrine for you?
I do not know what to say, except thank you. You were Dalish. My Senna and I, we kept to the old ways as we could. Though I know we are as children to you. Her shrine lies on a hill to the west, near the table stones. Thank you.
Stay safe.
Walk in peace.
I'll do it, no problem. I'll do it, no problem. Bookseller?
I'll never get over that sky. Ooh. Good day.
Okay. A book, guys? Oh. You guys said I would find those, right? Like I'd find them around. Jambin, hello! I have not Josh Groban's Dry Mouth, but I have watched the show and I love it, and I am determined to play it. It's gonna be
Good day.
soon. I just have to get through this game. Which might take a while, in a good way. I also don't know if I should start with The Witcher 1 or The Witcher 2. I get mixed reviews, so I'm gonna have to do an official poll. But the thing is, like, I can't play The Witcher 1 and like commit so much time to that and not really enjoy it if I'm not gonna enjoy it. And I don't have a lot of enthusiasm or interest from my community. Witcher 2 I know is... Hi, cat. Hi, booty.
Good day.
I mean, I definitely want to play The Witcher 2. Definitely. I've heard that that's pretty good. So I'm gonna do that. But... Okay, thank you, Easy.
Of course.
Is there anything particularly I should be looking for to buy?
Supplies, your worship?
Your worship? I know there might be some, like, upgrades. I don't know. I'm still kind of confused about the crafting. My heart says I watched some of gameplay of The Witcher 1 and I was like, I don't think this is for me. And also people who do like Let's Plays on YouTube and stuff skip one most of the time. Not necessarily. Okay, great.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna do this. Someone named Tanner is secretly doing business with the... Oh, I'll do that. I'll do that first.
Things upon the Inquisition.
Tanner. Do you guys like that name? Tanner?
Good day.
Oh, also I want to read the books at the same time. Like, I'm gonna read The Last Wish, I'm gonna read the short stories, and I'm gonna jump on that as soon as Caleb is done. We have the illustrated copy of The Last Wish, so that, like, I have that knowledge. No. Yeah, but even then, Cass is like, I don't know. Third, thank you. Oh my god, Josh. What the fuck? I mean, wait, you're not from Washington? Are there Hicks in Washington? Yeah, Pixie, that's fine. I mean, I've watched the show. Oh. Whoops.
Welcome, agents of the Inquisition.
Her abs.
First Enchanter Vivienne?
My dear Fiona, it's been so long since we last spoke. You look dreadful. Are you sleeping well?
What has brought you to Redcliffe?
We're here because of your invitation back in Val Royeaux.
You must be mistaken. I haven't been to Val Royeaux since before the Conclave.
Well, that's very strange, because someone who looked exactly like you spoke to me in Val Royeaux.
Exactly like me? I suppose it could be magic at work, but why would anyone... Whoever or whatever brought you here? The situation has changed.
What the fuck?
The free mages have already pledged themselves to the service of the Tevinter Imperium.
Fiona, dear, your dementia is showing.
What
Days
is
ass.
happening?
I'm trying to think of a single worse thing you could have done, and I've got nothing.
As one indentured to a Magister, I no longer have the authority to negotiate with you.
Hi, Natalie. Hi, Taylor. It's crazy. That's her throne.
Very well. Who is in charge now?
Welcome, my friends. I apologize for not greeting you earlier.
Agents of the Inquisition, allow me to introduce Magister Girion Alexius.
The Southern Mages are under my command. And you are the survivor, yes? The one from the Fade? Interesting.
Okay, that's a villain. That's a monster. She does have a marshmallow butt.
I'd like to know more about this alliance between the rebel mages and the Imperium.
Certainly. What specifically do you wish to know?
The Grand Enchanter told me she was indentured to a Magister.
Our Southern brethren have no legal status in the Imperium. As they were not born citizens of Tevinter, they must work for a period of 10 years before gaining full rights. As their protector, I shall oversee their work for the Imperium.
Yikes.
I'm not clear on when exactly you negotiated this arrangement with Fiona.
When the Conclave was destroyed, these poor souls faced the brutality of the Templars, who rushed to
She's
attack
so
them.
cute.
It could only be through divine providence that I arrived when I did.
It was certainly very timely.
What does the Imperium gain from taking rebel mages under its wing?
For the moment, the Southern mages are a considerable expense. After they are properly trained, they will join our legion.
You said not all my people would be military.
Oh,
There are children,
no.
those not suited.
And one day I'm sure they will all be productive citizens of the Imperium when their debts are paid.
What the fuck?
I haven't seen any sign of Redcliffe's Arl. or his
Capitalism in a
men.
nutshell.
The Arl of Redcliffe left the village.
Left? An Arl would never voluntarily leave his seat.
Yeah,
There
sexy,
were
tell him.
tensions growing. I did not want an incident.
Oh my god.
If you're leading the mages now, then let's talk. I'm sure we can come to an arrangement.
It is always a pleasure to meet a reasonable woman.
This is sad, her face.
Felix, would you send for a scribe, please? Pardon my manners. My son Felix, friends. I am not surprised you're here. Containing the breach is not a feat that many could even attempt. There is no telling how many mages would be needed for such an endeavor. Ambitious indeed.
Well, when you're fighting a massive tear in the sky, you can hardly afford to think small.
There will have to be.
You okay? What happened?
Felix.
What the fuck?
I'm so sorry. Please forgive my clumsiness, my lady.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, Father.
Come, I'll get your powders. Please excuse me, friends. We will have to continue this another time. Fiona, I require your assistance back at the castle.
I don't mean to trouble everyone.
Oh, what's happening?
I shall send word to the Inquisition. We will conclude this business at a later date.
She don't like him.
Come to the Chantry. You are in danger.
Oh.
Ooh, very mysterious.
We'll be careful, but we need to figure out what's going on here.
Guys, what? This is crazy. Hi, Skylark. How you doing? Oh,
Magister
Blackwell.
Alexius wishes only mages to remain in Redcliffe. He will approve of you. He does not approve of me. Many villagers have already left to escape his ire.
What does the Magister have against you?
Vivian.
He does not like to be reminded of what mages can become. He says all Tranquil must leave Redcliffe, but who would take us in?
Oh, that's sad.
You're one of the Tranquil.
Yes, my talent for magic
Vivian,
was
please.
insufficient to protect me from demons. Rather than risk me becoming possessed, the Circle removed my connection
She's
to the
dancing.
Fade. My magic is gone, along with my dreams and desires. Those now
Exactly,
in Redcliffe
N7.
prefer not to see us.
How long have the Tevinters been here?
Sad.
Magister Alexius arrived at nightfall, 2 days after we retreated from the Temple of Sacred Ashes. He forced anyone without magic out of the castle, save those he required to serve him. Even the Arl was sent away.
Farewell, then.
One moment. You are a member of the Inquisition, are you not? I am an alchemist. You must require potions. If the Magister will not have me here, perhaps I can offer my services.
We would be delighted to have you working for the Inquisition.
He seems
Thank you.
to have
While
more of a
one
personality
lives, it is
than
good to
the other
believe there is
tranquils that
still
I've
a
met.
use for one's talents.
We don't need your kind here. Your Inquisition's just Templars by another name.
Oh my god.
Who are you?
Linnea. Just Linnea. Don't ask what circle tower I'm from, because we're done with that. We're all free mages now.
You'd rather bow to Tevinter than join the Inquisition.
Don't tell me you bought the Chantry's lies about how evil Tevinter is. It's just because they're ruled by mages. No one
Well,
wants us to
we
look at
know
them
with
and say they're
Fenris that's
mages
not
if
true.
The world hasn't ended.
But don't Magisters summon demons and practice human sacrifice?
The Chantry says whatever they think will scare us. What's wrong with blood magic? People don't like the idea of us controlling their thoughts, but they have no problem with us throwing fireballs in their wars. In Tevinter, the mages police themselves. It works.
Why does everyone think we're part of the Chantry? We left the Chantry. They hate us.
Right. And I'm the Empress of Orlais.
Okay. To talk to him again.
Inquisition, huh? I wish to holy Andraste you'd gotten here sooner.
Hi, Sandy.
These two winters make my shoulder blades itch.
You're not happy with this new alliance?
Something's not right about that lot. They're not like us. Magic or no, I'd rather count myself among decent folk than stand with Magisters.
Who are you?
Name's Talwyn, formerly of the Circle of Magi in Hospital. Lived my whole life there. Since I was 10 years old and came into my magic. 3 meals a day. Quality education.
I agree,
a roof
Josh
over
Brolin.
my head. If you're not summoning demons. a
Yep,
mage
Malik,
tower's
of course.
a fine place to be.
If you were happy in the Circle, why are you here with the rebels?
We're all rebels now. The vote sorted that. The majority wanted to dissolve the circles. The rest of us went with them and were cut loose.
There are still some of us who are loyal in the Empress's court.
I figured I'm better off with my fellow mages than on my own.
How did the Grand Enchanter end up working with Tevinter?
1 minute, we were bracing for the Templars to attack. The next, we had a Magister ally. It was a stroke of luck that's given us an edge. In a way. Out of the frying pan.
Well,
Goodbye.
Be careful. The Tevinters likely aren't happy you're asking questions.
you know, guys, it's interesting because I feel like I haven't had just like the mages being separated like that. I don't know. I don't know who to support, what to do, what to feel. Like, it's just very tricky. It goes really good, Mike. I'm obsessed. Obsessed. It's amazing. What does it mean to pierce the veil? That which that oh. Right. Right. But I will say, don't like that guy that we met, Alexius. Or was that... Yeah, I think it was Alexius. I forget what his son is named, but I really want to go talk to his son. I assume he's there, I don't know. Rio, hello!
You're from the Inquisition. I didn't think you'd still be here. Were you really looking to ally with us?
I want this war to end without sending you back to the Circle.
There has to be a way, right? We're not what they think, all blood mages and abominations. We just want to be normal, have families, use our magic to help grow crops or something. We never wanted war. What choice did we have? Stay and be slaves?
There are better ways than war to affect change.
Oh my god.
I hope you can do something.
Vivian.
Tying ourselves to Tevinter. That can't be the right way to end this.
You seem young to be part of this.
He's
I'm
cute.
Lysa's. I came into my magic when I was 9 years old. Templars came into the alienage and took me to the Circle. They didn't even let me say goodbye. It's not right. I studied hard. I passed my harrowing. I sing the chant. But I'll be locked up for the rest of my life.
No.
You don't approve of the Grand Enchanter's decision?
I was there when we voted to leave the Circle. She really seemed to care what we wanted. She was ready to rebel, but she wasn't going to unless it was the will of all mages. It's hard to believe she'd go behind our backs and sell us to the Magisters.
How long has Magister Alexius been here?
A day or two after. After the Conclave, he arrived. Come to save us from the wrath of the Templars, they said. But this doesn't feel like safety.
Take care of yourself. There's something strange going on.
I never thought the Grand Enchanter would swear to a Magister.
I don't think she really has a choice. Definitely doesn't look happy about it, that's for frickin' sure. Oh, Tanner.
I am Sister Tanner. May I help you?
Oh, I thought that you were a man.
Are you a Chantry sister?
A lay sister only. I work here to help the poor and extend the Maker's kindness to those who need it. It is very busy work, especially in these times, but let me know if I can ever help you.
Hi, you winks.
I found the letter you sent a Templar named Corin.
What? Shit. You can't prove anything. A letter from a rogue Templar. Nobody is going to care. So, what do you intend to do?
Eric?
What kind of cut are they giving you? Protection? I see a suspicious lack of guards.
Oh.
Looks to me like you've been cut loose. Maybe you should look for a new employer.
Are you serious? The high and mighty Inquisition needs smugglers.
Oh.
All right, I'm in. Seems like the Inquisition is the safer bet these days.
Yay! Oh my god, amazing. I love that. Varric is amazing.
They say Andraste sent you to save the world. Make us speed you, my child.
Oh my god, so many elf roots. I feel like the sound is so good in this game. Like the mixing, the ambiance. It's so good.
We should never have left the circles.
Okay, let's see. I'm curious. What's happening? I'm in danger. The only member of the Circle of Magi to ever leave due to recruitment by the Grey Wardens. Oh! and then return. The circumstances of that return are largely unknown, but the notoriety she gained within the circle allowed her to rise rapidly in the ranks. She became first enchanter of the Monsimar Tower and elected Grand Enchanter. Greater mage freedom, a view she claimed her time with the Wardens supported. Urging for a vote on the matter led to the College of Enchanters. Dissolution in 940 Dragon. And oh. That's cool though. I really like her. I trust her the most. Probably even more than Vivienne. Your PC is too fast. Well.
Good. You're finally here. Now help me close this, would you?
Oh, yeah, I can. Oh shit. Oh shit, I forgot how to play. Oh, fuck off. Look at that stash, right?
Fascinating. How does that work exactly? You don't even know, do you? You just wiggle your fingers and boom. Rift closes.
Who are you?
Ah, getting ahead of myself again, I see. Dorian of House Carvers. Most recently of Minrathous. How do you do?
Let one Tevinter in. Suddenly they're scurrying out of all the walls like roaches.
Oh!
Now, I'm ever so much more handsome than a cockroach. Magister Alexius was once my mentor, so my assistance should be valuable, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Hi, Mac Hammer. His message is amazing.
I was expecting Felix to be here.
Felix is
I'm sure he's on his way. He was to give you the note, then meet us here after ditching his father.
Alexius couldn't jump to Felix's side fast enough when he pretended to be faint. Is something wrong with him?
He's had some lingering illness for months. Felix is an only child, and Alexius is being a mother hen, most likely.
Are you a Magister?
All right, let's say this once. I'm a mage from Tevinter, but not a member of the Magisterium. I know Southerners use the terms interchangeably,
Hi, Potato.
but that only makes you sound like barbarians.
I mean, I believe it. I believe that there's more going on over there than just like what the Chantry has said. But also, I'm trying to ignore the fact that I know like Hawk has seen fucking Magisters. We've known Fenris's experience firsthand. But I do think the truth is somewhere in the middle, and I totally believe him that he doesn't have fucking slaves and stuff.
Are you the one who sent that note, then?
I am. Someone had to warn you after all. Look, you must know there's danger. That should be obvious even without the note.
Yeah.
Let's start with Alexius claiming the allegiance of the mage rebels out from under you.
Mm-hmm.
As if by magic, yes? Which is exactly right.
To reach Redcliffe, before the Inquisition, Alexius distorted time itself.
No way!
He arranged it so he could arrive here just after the Divine died.
You catch on quick.
Manipulating time itself.
Oh my god.
Many have attempted over the ages, but never once succeeded.
The rift you closed here. You saw how it twisted time around itself, sped some things up and slowed others down.
Oh, yeah.
Soon, there will be more like it. And they'll appear
Oh, my
further and
brain
further
is
away
gonna
from
explode.
Redcliffe. The magic Alexius is using is wildly unstable, and it's unraveling the world.
You're asking me to take a lot on faith.
I know what I'm
She
talking
reminds
about.
me so much of Danny.
I helped develop
from,
this magic.
Game of Thrones.
When I was still his apprentice, it was pure
voice.
theory. Alexius could never get it to work. What I don't understand is why he's doing it, ripping time to shreds just to gain a few hundred lackeys.
He didn't do it for them.
Okay. For you?
Took you long enough. Is he getting suspicious?
No, but I shouldn't have played the illness card. I thought he'd be fussing over me all day. My father's joined a cult, Tevinter Supremacists. They call themselves Venatori.
Uh-oh.
And I can tell you one thing. Whatever he's done for them, he's done it to get to you.
Oh, to her? Why does he want me?
Why would he rearrange time and indenture the Mage Rebellion just to get to me?
Oh, because she's so
They're
powerful.
obsessed with you, but I don't know why. Perhaps because you survived the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
I mean, why wouldn't they be
You can close
obsessed
the
with me?
rifts. Maybe there's a connection. Or they see you as a threat.
If the Venatori are behind those rifts or the breach in the sky, they're even worse than I thought.
Alexius is your father. Why are you working against him?
For the same reason Dorian works against him. I love my father, and I love my country. But this? Cults? Time magic? What he's doing now is madness. For his own sake. You have to stop him.
It would also be nice if he
Hi,
didn't
Tara.
have a hole
Thank you
in
for the
time.
4 months.
There's already a hole in the sky.
I don't know if I believe that they're the cause of it, but maybe they are.
All this for me. And here I didn't get Alexius anything.
Send him a fruit basket. Everyone loves those. You know you're his target.
Very slightly
Expecting the trap is the first step in turning it to your advantage.
She was sarcastic.
I can't stay in Redcliffe. Alexius doesn't know I'm here, and I want to keep it that way for now.
Come with us.
But whenever you're ready to deal with him, I want to be there. I'll be in touch. Oh, and Felix, try not to get yourself killed.
There are worse things than dying, Dorian.
It's true. That is true. Hey, voices. Why are you so obsessed with me? Hi, Archangel. Well, I'm sad that he left. I like him. I've heard a lot about you, Dorian. I've heard a lot about you. A lot about you. So why didn't you come home to the Inquisition with us? Hi, Mr. Wee Man. Wow. Hi, Danny. Good to see you. Did you guys know that elf root and embryum grow in open fields and wooded areas near trees? Did you know that? Thank you, Potato. Oh. Mage. Mages are not demons or monsters. They are men and women, like any other, except for their skill with a weapon, if you were given. Who wrote this? Wow. No way. No way, Malice. Seriously?
Hey
Hi,
Meg3 for
Ignis.
not joining your stream in the last few months. Had some stress at school and work. But now I have some vacation and am ready to watch your stream again. MegMage hearts, MegMage pog, MegMage love cheer 100.
You mean health potions, Dreamy? Carol, thank you for the 100 bits. I'm so glad you're on vacation. You can relax now.
Does the Winter really need cults? Aren't they weird enough?
Since they've outmaneuvered us so far, it might be wise to take the Venatori seriously.
Oh! But I was sliding into water. I was sliding into water. So I think now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go out of the hinterlands. Oh, actually I'm gonna go here. Real fast. Wait, is this the... That is actually the scary part with higher level things. The Inquisitor can't swim! What are we gonna do? So I'm actually not gonna be here. I am gonna go to the quest map and I'm gonna go to Haven. Yeah. All that power, no swimming skills. Honestly, Keely's heel. Do elves like water? Warriors and rogues. Guys, did you know that warriors and rogues generate stamina with each successful basic attack? Also, did you know that whereas the circle was established not merely to protect the world from mages, but also to allow mages to practice their art safely and without fear, and whereas under... Did you... I don't think I can go on. TLDR. Yours in service. Did you know that yours in service to Andraste and the Maker, the free mages of Thedas? Did you know that? I wrote that. Prove it. If you're such a fan of the Rebel Mages, name 3 of their albums. I don't have a degree because real teachers know that you don't need to go to school to learn. Okay.
Yes?
That's we already talked about all this stuff.
That's enough for now. Another time, then.
Hi, Cha-Cha. No one was... You don't have anything new to say?
Is there something you needed?
The way he says that, though, this bitch. I swear, guys, if I end up with him, please report my Twitch account. If I end up with Cullen, report me to Twitch, get me banned off this website because I don't deserve to be here. But he does something to me. He's doing something to me.
How's it going?
I'd like to know more about the Kunari.
You writing a book?
It's your culture, and I'd like to know you better.
You could just ask.
I am.
All right. What do you want to know?
How do the Kunari rule themselves?
It's pretty simple. We've got the matriarchy, the priesthood, and the military. The priesthood figures out how Kunari should live in theory. The matriarchy makes it work in practice. And the military keeps the
Hi,
Kunari
Lizzie.
safe from outside
Nice.
threats.
Does it actually work like that? Is there much infighting?
Not like you're thinking of. People disagree, yeah, but the priests are there to solve disagreements. Here in Olay, politicking comes from people putting their own gain ahead of the gains of society. If you do that among the Kunari, the Ben Hasrath set you straight, or kill you.
Someone was like, don't defend the Kunari too quick. You're gonna learn how horrible they are. It's like, yeah, I learned some stuff, but can we not have a nuanced view on anything? Can I not appreciate some aspects of the Kunari without getting shit on in my YouTube comments? Like, I don't... There are valuable things. I hate to say it, but Maddie, that's totally fine. Yeah, I compare him a little bit to Alistair too. No, they're like genie pants. I love them.
I've heard there's no marriage among the Kunari.
I want to get married to you.
True. Kunari love our friends like anyone does, but we don't have sex with them.
Kunari don't have sex?
Oh, we definitely have sex. They're Tamasrans who pop your cork whenever you need it.
Seriously?
Yes. It's not a big deal like it is here. It's like, I don't know, going to see a healer.
I love
Sometimes
that!
it's this long, involved thing. It takes all day, leaves you walking funny. Other times you're in and out in 5 minutes. Thank you. See you next week.
You don't know true passion? I mean, yeah, I want to ask him that.
So, you've never really made love? Connected with someone in both body and soul?
I don't know. One time they used this thing called the Sato Nerapa. It's a leather-wrapped rod on a harness.
Oh, no!
That wasn't really my soul, though. Also, there were more than 2 people.
Dude! He's crazy.
How is everyday life different for Kunari?
Depends on your job, I guess. Some are just about the same. A baker in Valroyo gets up, gets dressed, and starts work. A baker in Parvolan does the same thing. They don't care about the Empire or the Q. Mostly they worry about breaking eggs and hope the dough rises right.
It can't be exactly the same. The Kunari have no personal freedoms.
How many personal freedoms do you figure that baker in Valroyo has? Life isn't about freedom. The baker in Parvolan wonders if she'll be given enough eggs to do her work. Will they come on time? Will the kitchen workers get her bread while it's fresh, or will they come late and blame her 'cause it's stale? Same crap in Valroyo. People are just people.
What's it like growing up under the Kun?
The Tamasrans raise us in these units of kids all our own age. They're like teachers.
Bye-bye, Lamb. Thank you for saying hi, and we'll see you later.
They also helped figure out what jobs we should do. They had me pegged for military work early on. When they learned I could hit stuff and lie, they started training me for the Ben Hasra.
You never knew your parents?
No. I know for you folks, that's a big deal. The Tamasrans were like our parents, though. Taught us to read, helped us go to sleep, all the parent stuff. I remember the one who helped me build
Takes a
things with
village.
blocks. She laughed when I knocked everything down.
Oh, cute. Imagine little baby Iron Bull.
The Kunari conquered Orlais or Ferelden.
I want to
Some
see a
folks,
baby
like Cassandra
Kunari.
and Cullen, would do fine if they didn't die fighting. Those two love rules. But the mages... Can you imagine Solus trying his fade dreaming under the king?
True.
Or Vivian doing her political bullshit?
True.
Both Sarah and Varric would mouth off until they ended up re-educated, drugged until their minds broke. So, to answer your question, no, I don't think about it much at all.
No, he doesn't have the eye patch, N7, because we learned how he got the eye patch last time.
The word Kunari, is that the race or the religion?
Both. Kind of. The humans and elves who follow the Qun are the Vidathari. The Kunari who break away from the Qun are Talvasha, deserters.
What about Kunari who existed before the Qun?
The people we came from. They're called the Kossith, but we don't use that word for the race. We came south to Thedas because the Kossith were... I don't know.
God, his
We had to
acting's
leave.
so good. His
Stories aren't
acting's
clear.
so
But
good.
I don't
I
expect they
love
look much
him.
like us, whatever they are.
See you later, Bull.
See ya.
Love you, bye. Let me go to my other boyfriend.
Travel safely.
So far, I only have one wife. I have 2 boyfriends, 1 wife. Josephine's my wife.
These notes could assist you.
Like, ideally, I would love for her to, like, have Iron Bull, Blackwall as her boyfriends, and then wife up Josephine.
I'm here.
I'm here.
I want to hear more about you.
Compared to yours, my life will seem dull indeed.
Your name, Blackwall, doesn't sound Orlesian. Marcher, then. Ferelden.
I was from the Free Marchers originally. Markham. That was a long time ago. Another life.
Cha-Cha Marcus, thank you for the brand new sub! No, exactly, and it's so nice of your boyfriends to make sure not to be too far away from each other. Makes your life easier. Honestly, I don't know about Blackwall, but I get the feeling that Iron Bull would be down for, like, anything. Like, multiple people, same time, wouldn't care.
I hear that many wardens were once criminals.
You're right. And when you join, your past is forgotten, so let's leave it that way.
What did you do before you became a warden?
I was a soldier, a nobody trained to wield a sword and follow orders. I grew weary of fighting other men's wars.
So you became a warden?
More or less. Becoming a Grey Warden was the first time I felt like I mattered. The life I led before seems hollow in comparison. Perhaps one day it will fade away.
Why did you join the Wardens?
Because they remember honor and sacrifice. Words that have little meaning to the rest of us. Because they lay down their lives for those they have sworn to protect. We all need to believe there are such men in the world. I needed to believe I could be one of them.
Never mind.
We can continue this discussion at another time.
Very well.
It's your dinner time, Pop Pop. Look at the puppy. She was sheeping. Oh, Papa. Okay. You got you. Stay on your routine. You gotta eat your dinner, stay on your routine. Cha-Cha, you're the bit boss. Oh. Like that, I won't go sleep. A good girl. Show your teeth. You're so good. Girl. She's so orange. She's like bright orange, and she doesn't know she's orange. She has no idea. She can't see orange. Love you.
Hi, Jackson.
Yeah, exactly. In 7, except she would eat all the time. All the time. And we don't want her to eat too late because then she does gigantic poops in the night. Which is always fun. Mr. Wee Man! I love that! Thank you! Oh, I don't think I've been in here. Yes, I have. Presents. Oh, sure. Oh, yeah. Totally. For stinky poops.
You need something, let me know.
No.
Another time, then.
Okay, craft weapons. I want to modify weapons because I want to see if I can. I don't. Where do I get these runes? I'm sure they'll drop.
Another time, then.
Wait, what's that for? Aiming? Oh, maybe... Oh, he already has one. Yeah. Okay, besties. Let's go chat a little bit more with some peeps.
Tell Mother Giselle, I run a business, not a charity.
No, I think I talked to them recently. I talked to them recently. I'm gonna go to the war table. Need obsidian.
Thanks for checking anyway.
Let me see about Liliana though.
It seems Blackwall knows nothing about the disappearance of the Grey Wardens. It's a disappointment. I am, however, glad that he is with us, even if he was not what I expected. He seems to be a good man, and his experience
thank you,
will be an
Rita.
asset to the Inquisition. As for the other Wardens, I suppose we will have to keep looking. Anything I should know? I've nothing to report at the moment.
Okay.
I'll leave you to your work.
The only person I can think of whose relationship improved was Varric. Like, just... we haven't done barely anything. So, I'm gonna... go to the war table.
Thank you for all that you are doing to help.
Thank you! Yes, Mr. Weeman. Yes. I really like it. Okay, we have no perks. Let's check how we did. The honor to serve the Inquisition, so we did Jean Gaspard is the successor, which we planned out, and then what is this? Roof and play. Carolina or Monette will certainly be the next Duchess. Okay. We wanted Carolina to be. No. I think we wanted Carolina, but let's see. Wait. I was correct spreading the word that the Inquisition was allied with the Grey Wardens meant messages of support poured in. With the treaties in hand, we managed to secure new recruits and donations of both gold and equipment. Okay. A robe. Investigate the strange chalk mark. Oh, I love that. I love that. Twitch is good for some things. You know, YouTube is good for others. Okay, so I'm gonna go back here. From what I remember, I wanted Carolina. Has sent mercenaries to threaten Carolina's life. Like, Carolina has sent agents to cause a scandal. Judging that Monette does not have the skill to avoid such snares, Monette has relied on Mother Renette, her mentor in the Chantry. Yeah, I'm going with Carolina.
All right.
Okay, well, you don't have to sound so angry, dude. LOL. Does anyone have any recommendations? What's this? Choosing the mages? Should I choose? I mean, I would choose the mages. Shin! Colin was angry. 4 to 7. I'm level 6. Clan operation? What clan operation? Where's... Oh yeah, I have to do that! Let's go, let's go.
Let's see what we have.
Fuck, but 15 minutes, so what do I do in the meantime?
At your service.
The far south one. Scout the hinterlands? You want to go to the hinterlands? Just say the hinterlands. Oh, under? Hinterlands? Oh. Oh. Nice, Shin. I'm sorry it came late though. So I really miss Cassandra. I want her in my life. She's gonna be Tinky, Iron Bull, and let's do. Gotta have a mage. Do we want to do Solace? Yeah, I'm kind of irritated by Vivian. I didn't. Oh, I wanted a rogue. I didn't really need. Oh, shit. Ah. Oh, I have to, watch the season finale of Wheel of Time. Forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me, N7. I still don't know mages or Templars. She's a mage. Lavender's a mage, so it's just we're learning all this damning information about what's his face and like the Magisters and stuff. So I'm confused. I am torn. I'm more torn than I was in Origins and Dragon Age 2. Cullen is a Templar, I know, and I feel bad for him. Blackwall and a rogue. I know, but I've been using Blackwall a lot and I miss Cassandra.
Thank you for coming. Maybe you can solve this mess.
Hi, cutie.
Our missing patrols are being held hostage by Avar, barbarians from the mountains.
Are you kidding me?
What are they doing in a bog?
That's the thing. Their leader, he wants them to fight you, because you're the Herald of Andraste.
What do they have against Andraste?
Well, the Avar think there are gods in nature, as in the sky has a god and the forest. The Avar say you're claiming to be sent by one, and they'll challenge the will of your god with their own. I think their leader's just a boastful little prick who wants to brag he killed you.
Should I autograph something for him before he tries to behead me?
They think readings for the weak. You know, scholars, lowlanders, or Legion peasants. Getting to our troops won't be easy. You'll have to fight your way through undead. Wait, you're not squeamish about undead, are you?
They're not on the list of my favorite monsters.
You'll want to stay out of the water then.
Yeah.
The Avar are holed up in the castle on the other side of the Foul
I think we should make it in her character that she really doesn't like undead things and water. She's scared of that. A trick I learned for like creating characters in D&D and stuff is to like choose something that they're really afraid of. And I think she's like irrationally afraid of zombies and stuff like that. Not water. Yeah, not water. So I would like to bring Solus for sure. And then... Oh, that's what I was doing. Okay, we'll bring Blackwall again. And then... Let's try Sarah. I haven't really used her. God, her picture's so creepy. Oh, you will want Blackwall and a rogue? Okay. I don't know if I should... Eric, I'm scared. Scared. My last D&D character had a phobia of cows. Oh my god. That's hilarious. Oops, 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 oops. So, I think you needed more taunt. If I remember correctly. Favorite companion of Eric? Eric. I love him so much. Hi, Alice. It's been treating me great, and okay, shit. I've been having a great time with Inquisition.
Word for you. What is it?
Requisitions? Oh, no. Wait, what are you talking about? Wait, I don't like this place.
I've news, sir.
Then report, bitch.
You may want to look into this.
Blackwall. Diseased tissue. Spooky, scary skeletons. Favorite characters, race, class. I liked my tiefling rogue a lot. I forget what type of tiefling she was, but I loved her. Won't be in tonight. Rupert said he had a surprise for me. He teased me by saying Lady Beasley, which he always does when he's trying to impress me by pretending he's not impressing me. Don't tell Mum where I am. I made fresh porridge in the red pot. Oh, I didn't need to do that, but sure. Tosh! Tiefling fairy, yes! Well, it's funny because the whatchamacallit, the campaign I was in, or we're still in it, my friend is playing a fairy and I'm playing the tiefling. I don't like this, guys. Like, I can't do this. That's scary. Gardeners are too sick to save, everyone says. Grandfather and my brothers barricaded them in their own house so they wouldn't make anyone else sick. Yelled at me for watching instead of helping. Said it was for our own good. There's no more lights in the gardener's home. Okay, who the fuck told me to go down here? I don't like this place. I'm legit afraid. I miss Alistair. I always miss Alistair. Oh, I have the necklace. I forgot to wear it. I'll wear it next time. Who's here?
This can't be all of them. There must be more further in.
I played Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 8, but guys, I have a charity stream coming up in early January, early to mid January, and if you have any ideas for incentives, like games you want to see, or like stuff like that, please let me know. You can put them in the Discord in that channel. I thought of maybe having Outlast as an incentive because I have that game. Like Outlast with scare alerts. Yeah, my warden is alive. Hanging out with Alistair. Hanging out with Alistair.
Look, signs of a plague.
It must have been a terrible illness.
No
one's come to reclaim the land. No one living at any rate.
Ugh, not the water. Why did that make you laugh? What's this? Ooh. This is pretty neat. Corpse. So many houses, but empty houses. How do I get in? How? Oh, wait. Ah! Nice job, everyone. And by everyone, I mean Blackwall. Zombie. Shatter! Empty Ones were a small and short-lived cult based in Navarra known for worshipping the Blight. And by extension, the Darkspawn. Some confuse the Empty Ones with followers of Tevinter's old gods. A reasonable mistake since archdemons are said to be tainted old gods. However, it is clear from the histories that the Empty Ones did not worship Dumont and his ilk, but the Blight itself. Before Andrastianism, the Forgotten Face. I love that! Don't forget! I know, that's true, Mr. I know. I'm already flirting. We are basically sexting with no phones. Just like flirting a lot. Okay? So, don't you worry. I am well on my way. I just don't know who I'm gonna end up with. Oh, nice. What's this? West.
Is that a beacon of some sort?
Uh-oh.
Look out!
I don't know what else I expected. Of course this would happen.
Any more beacons, we could lure the undead onto solid ground. Might be a faster fight.
Keep an eye out for more then.
Okay. What I wanted to do...
So here we are, Elf. Cleaning up another human mess.
What would the Inquisition do without our stabilizing influence, Master Tethras?
I assume they just start burning things.
That does sound like most humans I know.
Haha, true. Haha, so true. So true, besties. I wanted to... I feel like we got a staff. Oh. Or we were gonna get a staff. But I wanted to see if maybe... No. Oh, we could upgrade his staff. It's just hard to care. It's just hard to care about solely. Just kidding. It's hard to care about anyone's weapons except Barracks. For me, at least. Oh yeah, the robes. This is what I want. Please be cute. Gone are the days. Gone are the days of the adorable, beautiful Strappy. She does look cozy. You know what? She does. I will give her that. You're right. Whoa. Oh, well. Ooh, what's this? Oh. Well, it's better than... He's wearing it. Guys, I don't know what else to say except he's wearing it. Oh, no. Yep. What about helmets? Oh, you have it. Level 8? Come on. No, this is good. You don't have a belt, honey. Sad, I'm sorry. And no necklace. Ring of staggering. So that could be stagger on hit. Oh, fucking no. Anyways. She's comfy cozy. She's got a whole kind of look going on too, which is nice. Solus. Let's give you revival. Exciting. I appreciate the violence. Wait. Why is this an exclamation point still? Oh. Balefire. Largely gibberish and imply a kind of paranoia. Certain letters and numbers repeat. It is possible the writing is in code. Ooh. Clear sense of panic, as if the author was trying to figure out a difficult problem. Ah, yikes. Hi, CJ! Anna, did you eat? You ate dinner. I love how it's just... She just fucking puts it on the ground. Let me drop this and get my staff out. Very realistic. It's very realistic.
Careful. Disturbing the water draws them out.
Well, I need that tissue. Also, where did this go? How do I... Oh, I'm in combat. Who are we... There we go. Excuse me, Solus. Guys, what does that little red skull mean? On the people? Is it like too high level? Yeah, exactly, Mike. Bitterness and arrogance. Oh god, that's a lot. Hey, important. That's a lot. Uh-oh. Oh. Uni. It's really fun. I'm having fun. It's creepy AF. Will there be... Oh yeah, camp! We gotta go there first, I think. Okay, cool. I'm at 7, but someone told me that this was the perfect level for me, so I don't know if they were trolling. But anyways, I'm doing fine. We're gonna jimmy on over to the camp and rest up. Oh, a bear? Ooh. In the small note, the words "not deathroot" have been underlined 3 times. There's a small illustration of a plant that looks like spindleweed with this one under it. Ah! Yes! Look at that! I'm sorry, there's like a dead person. I'm just excited about the loot. I'm crazy. Oh, yeah. They're like, don't disturb the water, and I'm like, jumping all around.
Decent place to camp.
Warn the Herald her life is in danger if she comes to the mire. Our patrol spotted Avar 3 days ago. We didn't understand why they came down from the Frostbacks until we were captured in an ambush. Their leader said they came because they heard the Inquisition was in the area. They want to lure out and kill the Herald of Andraste to win favor with their gods. I escaped, but I can't free the others without help. I found a good camping spot for a rescue party. Will tend my wounds before heading off. Aubrey. It's a beautiful name. Hi, Savannah!
Nothing to report, sir.
Scary. Okay.
No sign of the Avar who want to challenge me.
Avar,
Or
sorry.
the Inquisition soldiers.
I hope the Avar haven't gotten bored with the hostages and that they understand how hostages work.
Oh. We got some stuff. I forget what I got. I think it was just... Ooh. No! Kunari trained only. Oh my Jesus. Oh, I got like rings. So I got these. So I'm gonna give her these 2. And then we'll give he has nothing. I don't know what... He definitely doesn't have that. It's a small amount of stamina after killing an enemy. I'm gonna give him that. I don't know what Caltrops is. But I know he has that more than he has throwing blades. That's funny, Rio. And then I don't remember what else we got. But I think that was mostly it. Whoop whoop. Disease tissue. Ah! The Daughters of Song. Andraste's holy union with the Maker in almost every way imaginable. And it was only the holy union they venerated. Have fun. Huh? Oh yeah, true. Uh-oh, she's running away. Be careful of my cords. You caught the baby! You caught the crazy baby! Wait, you can actually get hit by the lightning? Uh-oh. Good thing it auto-saves. Okay. Who's this? Ah! Who the fuck? Don't kill them! What is this? What the hell is this? Wait, yeah, they're so easy to kill. That's funny.
So, you're Herald of Andraste.
Who the
My
fuck?
kin want you dead, Lowlander, but it's not my job. No fears from me.
I thought the Avar wanted to fight me.
Our chieftain's son wants to fight you. I'm called in when the dead pile up. Rights to the gods, mending for the bleeding, a dagger for the dying. That's what I do. I don't pick up a blade for a whelp's trophy hunt.
Oh.
The other Avar kidnapped an Inquisition patrol. Are they all right?
A few were injured in the skirmish, but they were alive. Last I saw them. Someone's trained them well. They killed more of us than I thought they would.
Why aren't you with the other Avar?
Trying to figure out this hole in the world. Never seen anything like it's like. They spit out angry spirits. Endless. What the sky's trying to tell us? I don't know.
They're caused by the breach in the sky. It was some kind of magic gone wrong.
I know that, Lowlander. I'm talking about the Lady of the Skies. Do you not know her? Can't you see the warning she writes through the bird flocks in the air?
Interesting how widely Ferelden beliefs diverge.
Call me Ferelden again, Elf, and see how far you get.
Oh.
Farewell, then.
I like you, though. I will. I'm gonna open this. Oh. Oh yeah, immune, of course. Oh, Rage Demon. Hi, Blackwall. Do you guys have a nickname for Blackwall that I'm missing? Like...
So it was just you, alone in the vast wilderness.
What are you on about?
The lone wanderer searching the world. What's he trying to find? Love? Absolution?
Try someone with a strong arm and stronger will to fight Darkspawn.
Yes, but what does that represent?
Wanting to kill more Darkspawn.
You're just like Sebastian.
Blech, Sebastian.
Oh, quite a smell.
These people never had a chance.
Ooh, a staff! Oh. The beard. Sweet cheeks, scruffy. So let's see. I don't think it's gonna be better than mine. Oh, it is. I'm not gonna equip it yet though because, well, oh my god. Oh, I mean, I'll see. I forget which exactly. I think it'll be good. That's exciting. Look at your big staff, Lavender. This queen. Spirit resistance. Let's give that to you. Everyone has a little belt? Yeah. It's Freddie Prinze Jr. I love that they're like, stay out of my water. This is my water. I love that man so much. So much. I love his family. I love his wife, Sarah Michelle. I love his acting. I love everything about him. Get out me swamp. You need this because I think it's diseased tissue. Yeah. Jesus, leave me alone. Wait, he has a fire staff too, so that's not gonna fly with me. Stop copying me. Like, I'm sick of it. Stop. Okay, here we go. So you're gonna have mine? Great. Love that. Of course you want mine. Of course. You literally have my hand-me-downs. You have my outfit that I was just wearing, and you have my staff that I was just using. So, great. No, it's not a relationship. It could be like a love-hate relationship. I mean, that might be interesting, guys. That might be something. Oh my god, hi. Oh. Magister! Yeah, exactly. Places. Never done that before. I don't know what that's like. But Fenris, I like really loved him. Solus, I just want to like, I can appreciate him as a character, and I want to take all his knowledge, but it's not like love, like a deep passion at all. Look at that. Look at him. Sorry. Sorry to all the Solus stands out there. Worse than Blackpink stands are the Solus stands. Welcome back, Shin. Pizza! Ooh, that might be good for Sarah, but I was giving her restriction not Varric. The egg. Guys, I really have to pee, so I'm gonna go pee and save my game. Yeah. Well, oh, sorry. Ending. I will be right back. I'd never be his friend. Why not? His romance is one of my favorites. I know, but he's just not. It's gonna be hard. Like, how would I actively make the decision to romance him when there's someone like Blackwall or there's someone like Iron Bull, and I hate to say it, besties, but Cullen. And then the women, like, don't get me started, you know? Oh shit, this is dead. Josephine is so gorgeous and smart and beautiful. Okay, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. BRB. I'm sorry, I didn't think that it would be that abrupt. Sorry, I'm back. I don't know. I like closed Spotify and I was like, okay. Anyways, thanks y'all. Wait. App music, stop. Stop it. So am I really supposed to do this? Now? Do this all now? Optional? Well, at least let's get the fade riffs. Pineapple, by the way. Oh. Pillars in the rescue. Okay. So this is... No, not that. Okay, thanks. Blackball, Iron Bull, Josie, and Cullen. And Cullen. I just love him a lot, okay? And the idea of a fucking maged ex-Templar romance is appealing, okay? I hate to say it, besties, but it's appealing. So, I don't know what else to say. Hi, Banfield. Hi, Cream. Ooh, a mace. What's this? Hi, Legacy. Oh, Legacy. Hi, Supernova. Who would be cute? Oh, the Mage Templar. I mean, it might come down to like having to straight up ask you guys how good each of their sex scenes are. Just kidding. I don't know if there's sex scenes. There should be, right? Because there have been in others. Not in Dragon Age 2, but... Okay. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. One more, babies. She just jumped on Blackwell. No, I'm not asking yet. No, I'm not asking yet. I'm asking, I'm saying like it might come down to that. Eventually. he did voices. He did. And like, there's... I don't know how I'm gonna choose. I really don't. I really don't. Do y'all have a guess? Like, I think that would be funny for you guys to guess, like a bingo. We should do a bingo with prizes. Like a Dragon Age bingo, what you guys think I'll choose. Yes, he does, Archangel. Yes, he does. Die! Die! Oops. What a... Oh, yeah. Not a poll right now, because I don't want any spoilers or anything. Oh. No, we don't want to go down there. What's this? How do I get up there? In the mire. I'm gonna peace out. Well, actually, I'm gonna hand in the requisitions and then I'm gonna peace out. Bye. Yeah, I agree. No poll. Hey, Hayes. We can bet with channel points. Wait. Yeah, here we go. +1 power. See, that's great. I'm happy with what we accomplished here. What do you need? You need more?
This might interest you, sir. What is it? This could help us.
What? I don't have any summer stone. I'm out of here. I'm peacing out. Should I? Well, over here. Well, no, I agree. Jesus. I agree, Malice, because I already know the buildup is like crazy. It's just how they were flirting, Lavender and Blackwell. I was like, are you kidding me right now? Enough. What's a fly cam? Oh, me too. That's why I love Court of Thorns and Roses so much. That series. So good. And then I got high. Guys, did you know that some warrior abilities generate guard on themselves or on other allies? I don't understand. Malice, what do you mean what limbs? Like a pee-pee? A pee-pee isn't a limb. What is happening?
Yes?
I don't know.
There's something I wanted to ask you. What was Kirkwall like?
While I was there, Canary occupied and then attacked the city.
I know, we've done this like 1,000 times.
What happened between Kirkwall's mages and Temple?
You were
Oh my god, this is like the third fucking time.
I'll let
another.
Get out of, like, this is my room. Get out. I love my raven. No, I'm going to Clan Lavalan.
Your report on the Seeker fortress was excellent. It gave us information we dearly
I'm going to Clan Lavalan.
Need something?
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Oh.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
Lavender Lavalan. Lavender Lavalan. Lavender Lavalan. That's hard to say 10 times fast.
I did not see good Templars and evil mages in that circle, sister. I saw prisoners and jailers. The prisoners learned fear, and the jailers cruelty.
But the Templars served the Chantry.
Until we asked them to be less harsh in their treatment of the mages, at which point they rebelled. I am not certain the Chantry should ever have been backed by blades.
Nice. Tell them. Let them know.
All men are the work of our Maker's hands. From the lowest slaves to the highest kings.
Yes?
Sure, he tried. So here's the thing. I think I do want to help. No, I'm gonna wait to see if Dorian will tell me more about Tevinter. Because I don't know. I'm still torn. I'm still torn.
There are always more lives to be saved, child.
Still torn. I don't know. I want to learn a little bit more. I don't know if that's actually like committing to something or not, but oh well. Okay. What's this? Oh.
Have you kept in touch with our friends in Lady Esterly's estate? Several bards will play for her tomorrow night. We will have names soon enough.
Aww. Got some coin. We're just gonna keep gathering more and more coin, babies.
Let's see what we have.
Our clan was with a as a fairness which are kind of been treated by the Inquisition itself. Healing herbs, nice.